Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. 6 injured in bus shooting on Spanish Town Road. Investigators were at the scene of crime on Spanish Town Road in the vicinity of Seaview Gardens, where gunmen opened fire at a coaster bus on Friday afternoon. Reports reaching reporters are that sometime after 3 p.m., a man who was being chased by armed men boarded the bus in an attempt to escape his attackers. The gunmen, however, did not retrieve and continued their pursuit of the man. They opened fire on the coaster bus, which was packed with passengers on their daily commute. 6 people, including a child, were reportedly injured in the incident. Vehicle boat damage in crash at Portmore Toll Plaza. A motor vehicle accident on the Portmore Toll Plaza in St. Catherine on Friday afternoon damaged a car and a toll booth. There were no reports of any serious injuries. Information reaching reporter is that a motor car heading to the plaza crashed into the back of another that was already in the toll booth. The police said about 1:20 p.m., a Honda Fit with a male and female aboard was inside the toll plaza, paying when a Toyota Axio ran into the rear of the Fit. The vehicle also damaged the toll booth. Police said a man and a woman were also in the Axio. The toll booth operator was shaken but not injured, lawmen said. Videos and pictures of the incident have been posted on social media. In one of the videos, one car is seen slamming in the back of another, partially destroying the collection booth. The man whose car was hit is seen getting out of the vehicle and walking away. Carlene and Rock in Sister Pinky's cancer fight. Since the Dr. Beanie Man went on Instagram to rally support for breast cancer patient Pinky, the sister of his former spouse, dancehall queen Carlene Simmet, donations towards the cancer war medical bill have doubled. The donations to a Real Helping Hands account hosted by Simmet for her sister now stand at nearly $4,000. We're very thankful and we're appealing for more help because the goal is $50,000, the dancehall fashion icon told reporters. Simmet, who had previously shaved her head in solidarity with Pinky's fight, has been a rock in the fight to save her sister's life. Pinky has been improving steadily since last year. She did chemo, she did radiation last year, but it didn't work and they sent her home. At the time, she was 93 pounds, but I did my research and did the holistic treatments and she improved to 140 pounds. But I had to stop. I just couldn't afford the treatment anymore because of the expense and she started to get sick again. Pinky, who is battling stage 4 breast cancer, which has progressed from her lymph nodes to her uterus, is keeping her spirits up. She returned home Friday after doing a surgery at the Windsor Wellness Center to remove a chemotherapy port on Thursday. The port was left in her for chemo treatment last year, but Dr. Alfred Dawes was able to discover that the port area got infected and she did a surgery to remove it. The team at the Windsor Wellness Center was awesome. They made her very comfortable, Simmet stated. A chemo port is a small implanted device which allows healthcare provider to draw blood and give treatment including chemotherapy drugs without a needle stick. A port can remain in the place for weeks, months or even years. Using his Instagram story, Beanie Man shared that Pinky Initiative, a campaign geared towards raising funds to help Pinky in her cancer fight. Now Pinky is one of the first dancehall women, one of because it's Carlene's sister and Carlene is the first dancehall queen. Anyway, she have cancer and we need to save her life. We can save her, but we need $50,000. So to all my fans and well-wishers, have $1 or a $5, may I tell you just send it, he said. Simmet thanked Beanie for his support. Big up Beanie Man for always standing behind her financially and emotionally. He and Bounty Killer were present at her first fundraising concert and also Sizzler, who contributed his talents for the second concert, she said. Simmet also politely asked Internet Troll to desist from posting negative comments about Beanie Man. I am asking persons who have been leaving negative comments to stop. Beanie Man has his own life. If it doesn't concern you, don't comment. The comments aren't very disgusting. People have been saying, why can't so? And so just pay it all. And I'm asking you to stop bashing Beanie Man. He has been very supportive. I have blocked and deleted these people from my page, but they need to understand that people are hurting and they have families, she said. Simmet and Pinky revolutionized dancehall fashion in the 1990s with their daring, fresh-bearing design and dancehall panache. Both Simmet and Pinky appeared in several music videos for artists including Beanie Man, Tiger, and the duo Chocodumas and Pliers. Gang activities led to curfew in Clarendon. A curfew has been imposed in Denby Clarendon following a recent upsurge in violence. The community, which was the scene of a murder last week, has been caught in the middle of an intense gun rivalry between warring factions. One man who was also killed in a police shootout in the area last weekend, and an illegal firearm was seized. There is an upsurge of violence in the area of concern, which have resulted in murders and shootings due to an escalation of gang-related activities, the head of the Clarendon Police Division, Superintendent Carlos Russell, stated. A curfew needed to be imposed to provide special powers for preventing or detecting crime, he added. The boundaries of the curfew are north along the dirt track from the football field at the end of Cemetery Road to Gully on Paradise Street, east along the gully running parallel to Paradise Street from the dirt track at the northern boundary to the entrance of Muirhead Avenue, south along Muirhead Avenue from the gully running parallel to Paradise Street to the entrance of East Street, west along East Avenue from Muirhead Avenue to the football field at the northern boundary. Just last Friday, patrons at a karaoke in the area had to scamper for cover after gunmen opened fire at the event, killing 30-year-old Virgil Edwards from the community. Police had reported that around 11:30 a.m., men armed with handguns opened fire at Edwards, hitting him several times to the head and upper body, killing him on the spot. The following day, police and gunmen engaged in gun battle, resulting in the death of Orlando Davis, otherwise called OG, and the injury of another man. An illegal firearm with the serial number obscured and one 9mm round was seized following the shooting. Holness endorses use of shipping containers as affordable housing solutions. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is endorsing the use of shipping containers for creation of affordable housing solutions across the country. Speaking at the national launch of Kingston Logistics Centre's Upcycle Container Homes on Wednesday, Mr. Holness noted that container housing is a growing phenomenon worldwide, which provides another option to the market for persons who want to build on their own land. He said the option will support the growth of Jamaica's economy and the mission to promote a greener, more sustainable way of living. Mr. Holness noted that containers housing technology has evolved significantly, and there are several benefits including costs associated with the material.
I know that there are many persons considering who have lands maybe in the country, in rural areas. They have buildings that are old that they would want to demolish and would want to quickly install a new solution, and they're looking at container solutions. They have seen the container solutions work for offices. They have seen it work in classrooms. Governments have used it to create facilities when they are in need quickly. And so now the technology has advanced sufficiently where whatever drawbacks there were for containers, that we can now easily deploy them. First and foremost, the insulation technology has improved, so I don't think that should be a problem anymore. The ability to move them around, we have the equipment locally to do that. The technology to ensure that they don't rust and deteriorate, that technology has improved in terms of the chemicals that are used to seal and secure the metal. And with the new modern designs, they can be made to look very appealing. So I'm happy to endorse this new initiative by KLC to move into the housing market with containers as a viable solution.
Sam Sharp teaches college pioneers to support its development. Pioneer students at Sam Sharp Teachers College in Montego Bay, St. James, are moving to strengthen their bond with the college and play a meaningful part in its development. A release on Friday revealed that recently, a group of some 40 students who entered the college as pioneers, with Dr. Simon Clark as principal, spending the day at the Granville campus engaging with current principal, Ricardo Bennett, and vice principal, Robert Edwards, and other faculty members. Discussions surrounding issues facing the college and planned for its future. They also toured the campus while recalling their time spent there and the lecturers who impacted their lives. In a presentation to the pioneers, Bennett spoke of the value of being united for the cause. He also underscored that Sam Sharp Teachers College, at 48 years old, is a brand-name college, and we could have never allowed the brand to die. Bennett said in his remark that contrary to some unfortunate statements made in the past that the profession was dying, data available opposes that statement. A detailed analysis of the tertiary education landscape in Jamaica revealed that teacher education was growing, he said. According to Bennett, most post-secondary institutions were attempting to enter the training college industry due to the rising demand for qualified teachers locally and internationally. Teacher education is not for every institution and must be left to the teachers' college that have demonstrated their worth over the years. The training of teachers requires educators who are knowledgeable, experienced, and committed, given the uniqueness of the profession, Bennett posited. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell